endless possibilities.
Coastal TV, you may differ that by to Mpontu. It's about development. You discuss issues of national concern, issues of central concern, matters that concern Central Region and Ghana. Mpontu Sama offer Cape baby will be a Mpontu Sama offer. Or your one and Asadi, there or Sade or the Mpontu, or the baby on the Yedin Fuban over Tanasi. We are no what the man. Or your one and Asadi, those in Mpontu Baba Cape one and Asadi, those in Mpontu Baba Central Region, one and Asadi, those in Mpontu or Baba Ghana in Nara. Mpontu Sama offer Cape baby will be a Mpontu Sama offer. Or your one and Asadi, there or Sade or the Mpontu, or the baby. In the P and a batinasi, women down of Piara. Live ever Coastal TV. Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice. No me yesi machara. Yesi.
National Petroleum Authority say, Mawa Bambo hu hiya ukane. Ain't no, stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority ebo bibia kokose se fuel tank enya kwenhia na edane a menko ho nkwaye wadwen se okosisa petrol anafa ngo no e na afin so menye wadwen se wo ben fuel tank enya kwenhia ne ho agwa akodwetwa videos ana pictures na petrol anafa ngo wo hwen so ohua ko wo mu a enye sunsun asobone e wo apomeden sem so fango so e ho ahometinti no enfom so okitu ebi ebetumi amaja tom amana gise ewom eba ne saa nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei eno nti memfa wo nkwa nto chacha enye saa obenu ho nkwa na nyina se wo hu se fuo tanka bi enya kwanhia na dane amafango no ebugu mpa hwa na wa aman ho da. Stay back and stay safe. Emomo no aya fredum jejuma yefo ana posifo no momehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi ehu hia bebre esensa afango no kokoboi National Petroleum Authority ene de bro
na walafia microphone or live kakreche but the other the most in American or Mpontu ever Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice. Yame yadum na omaji patuana memenda no pebiano yeba na yedjumeza ya tunzin Mpontu and yezi brow and then so yame dache henti yaba yebedzin komo afa Mpontu development of Ghana, development of Central Region, development of your constituency, your community, your district assembly, and your district, your municipality, your metropolitan, ni yidzi unkomo, Mpontu. Na mwabani 24-hour economy market, ibugwai Cape Coast zina, waha ayedeja, ubisi wapen waha, ubisi wapen waha, enis womisi waha, abasam na America, abasam na assembly lika. On and they abatino ha yebedi hunkomo. Last week sebakaya Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly, one public relations officer, Mr. Yeboah Hifford, Obaminchan ewufia, mami yinidzi nkomo concerning this 24-hour economy market no hunkomo. Why they documenting abrawado na wokisiwo oye a conjunction. why there went to one fan come in person and I keep coast not ha baby or man shrimpy and I pay ye kone ye kitchen yaba or ye MC mayor or ye town hall meeting ewo Abra Methodist Church no say when you are on some other culture nkofo wada one a yewedi wo wie MC kasai kofo se kono fedo kasai no wan kasai ye nature yenya abra yan oba nyima ho ohwe market no do no so bai baka yan se wo studio ha nsam no doso nti ebotwa nkakran na ye da monda no pe ozi kanen yanko last week nkomo amenyi PRO ama Cape Coast Metropolitan Assembly me ni twetwen Mr. Hayford Yeboah yanko said concerning the 24-hour economy market.
Nejuma Nkasa as a mayor of Cape Coast. President Bonizin on the 4th of April, the another one nominate Bugwe Mensin Mahadi. Na Nyamin Chaze 17th, no. Assembly members walk to Abana or confirming with that 100% vote, no. And that 17th, I think, no, a Thursday. Until 18th, no, a register.
The infant there, Ndeda, no, 1 year President Bonizin.
No, 4th April.
Oh, 4th. Okay.
4th April,
okay,
you know.
Okay.
Na President Bonizin.
Okay.
Na 17th na what to about confirming.
Okay.
And then only 1 year for confirmation.
Okay.
No, 22nd. No, Shane Jumase as a mayor of Cape Coast.
Wow.
Since Nyamin Chaze, Nyamia and Adomna Washen, no doma, we tum wenya 1 year. There are a series of activities assembly no together with the MC while line up there Wobabe. And that's why
necessary.
What is
you are wasting money.
I always say there some of the questions, you know, yes, are genuine. Once I war in a society obiare pro-development, obviously these questions will come up. But then more there in communication studies, a very BB crisis management. We pay attention to the details, you know. Ne ukona eba fada ibe ya no. Ntia make sure nko for that. Ma ya share just the obirizi 1 year ne pepe. What goes into the 1 year celebration? And san ye tumi akade mori ye no no won faso another no ho nyim faso. Nti esha fair which is the 20th of April year Monday yari. Obey a media tour. A media tour no is part of accounting to the people and opening himself up for questioning. In the Nyama Waya Nkofo wana adwen tantan o se mezemu ho esi ho Mobile Coastal TV won bi sam na ya na amwo no muntum mfamo. I don't think there or a BB or a bad because it gives credence to the essence of local governance. Ibama leadership are accessible to Team Ofono. Ye ya no fi ho a ye wo Ebenada which is the 21st no wobeye free health screening. I mean, the president in power launch free health assembly the free health screening. Free health screening we are free renewal of health insurance. I don't think though as a one then one health insurance card they would not in assembly no back there. Yes, you're going for the renew on free. In the day one institution and a company free one wash in one as there what's the assembly no pedo ye baby them. It was one time a bobo and tamano. Now I shall go for when you are more free, which I don't think are bad. Apart from that, no, you be unable to be the member watch TV and now wait a radio. In the Yansan ma nkofa kwenye biu na wambra naza oho one wombisa or your town hall meeting. In the no so your town hall meeting or your Wednesday na nkofo ebisa may you know some concerning 24-hour market no when yama more wajin be a bisa. Thursday tree planting and the launch of debt-free project will keep us. Been in a year zone, come up on a buffer, Ibomogway had a watso. Apart from that, and so no Green Cape Coast project, Yansha Kwana buffer, Quantum Pun, Ninchanch and able to me, ye why a fellow, no so or celebration. And Sunday Friday, a one baby now was one agent was okay. Or yeah, the football aspect, the Galana, Yerba Bobono. But interestingly, oh, there. Ejumoku farm when that corporate social interaction than even other activities. In the one police fire for na ball in here pede he bobu fire for friend e fire friend in the answer the CUD Stadium.
Okay.
Many Mr. Asantifoku, president of Sports Journalists Association, Money. As worry a baby them na one mobile yenupuma. We want to take charge of such a program because we are upon as it. Inti onye nyije kutimpo. Kwana yaba father institutions or working posts will be socialized. Apart from that, we will send one home for Ahwanzen. And then we look at Saturday, no, which is a cleanup activity. Yeah, appeal to institutions now, corporate bodies, the one born until. And then yeah, share a donation aspect for the special schools, you know, Echo School for the Blind and Deaf. Brother, oh yeah, sometimes it's a banumpa, but we busy no recently, and the vice president, Okachawan, and more a situation and Chefwan and no kakao. We are also appealing to Nkofa, or Bohen may a donation, or one quoting another special school, so and also a donation. Another important thing on any day, yes, it be the cost on the assembly, but in the wisdom of the MC, no, paying for no, they don't even want to burden the assembly into what they did. They appeal to individuals and institutions. There, one more him. It was one will be afro. Oh, okay. I mean, Mama MC in 10 packs, Mama MC 2,000, Mama MC 1,000, Mama 100 cities. Non-farm boy. Into the cost, ankasa, it's not on the assembly. Apart from other projects and the assembly, nala year and wasn't one skabayano. Most of the activities are either shishemi nano or individuals and institutions na warabuama. Year 2 years the mujume. Okay. And see, you will be on the 25th. Okay. It will be on the 25th of April.
Okay. Only by Thanksgiving, right?
And by Thanksgiving. Okay. And by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Baba, I busy 24-hour market. But quickly, let me myself. As a PRO of the assembly, sanitation, though. Yeah, Emanjuma P. Even coming Saturday next week. Yeah. Because of MC in 1 year, by Emanjuma. But me pede as we know to form. I am part of the sanitation ambassadors and the development ambassadors as well. Sanitation will keep close at hand. What is the state? What's that?
Well, a bit some generally. Yes. On your bad, even though there are challenges. Yeah. Because generally, in the sense that actually certain places are nanka first, and you are challenging kakra and therefore when they find a clinic kakra. Mem cite a good example to that aquarium. If aquarium stretch, baby, I know what's one in Resuguna, and that place looks better. Other places today, Bacano or Nazinana, it looks okay. But generally, there are specifically there are certain places so still we have a challenge. But net kasini yinara makade has to do with one, enforcement and the attitude of the people. I want to mention you are doing bebre there as an assembly no. It is time that you shall say there you are bite in terms of enforcement. Nancy other metros ebia KMA no ni and AMN and no kakahona. They started with enforcement. Actually KMA crowd was a Obi two go baby na son your reports na what charge na they'll give you 50% of the charge. Yes. I think that's the way we should also be going. Because yaman kofa for ho tododo. Ye procurement azebachi ibohu na obi baby otwa na aze anu one on buy amanjuma ni bi. Ombo no store. But this is the same person go for clean wo wia obasan aye hofi. Why should he allow this person to go scot-free? Nti menyo ya adwen papa there. The assembly needs to start biting. Nanko feel with there. If you will chroma, as it should be, people will be a bit responsible when it comes to sanitation management.
What about the approved ones? They take money. But all your man. Let me take Mpontu for instance. Yeah. When you go there now, it's eyesore. Yeah. On your cry. Yeah. What is the problem? What is the problem?
To be honest with you, there are challenges with Zoom Lion. Okay. Last in the Dakrana Menhuana Rekasa concerning Pedu. Pedu also has a similar challenge. What before one container, one farm bread. In Sasia Yenya there, one containers are not enough in the system. Sanitation and Makaded, it has been a systemic failure on the part of the assembly. Yes. Since America but we have allowed people to monopolize sanitation management. On any then containers are all ikromi nyinara no oye ne dodo na ye zoom lion faza nti wo hwa zoom lion fa aba wo so okay nna nansa na ye 2 cities ndi ye beje 3 cities nti botum etua intum ntua ye yi containers in na fa system no meanwhile nche fitetetete sa assembly ni ye na adwene de nche every quarter bia wo ye containers tour nche they will have their own containers to manage the system
ogufomo why am ma wo fom containers why am ma wo fom okra
very true
yes
recently yana MC onye ni assembly ni ta se
wa kanya kada wata
madam aze no nkodo nti yen sha se de every quarter bia no yen ye skip containers too which first to
expensive.
Very expensive. I learned today it's about 40,000 to 60,000 between that range. Nti why ye ebie na ye hwe de every quarter bia obotum why ye ebie. Yeah, why ye ebie say our system no. And I not sure there say ye koda ye the menyeme anka by now e be assembly na wo be ye 20-30 containers in the system. Mo hia ye de wo be hia skip machine na oyema obaba fazako. That would have solved the problem. But in the interim no as I said, they are rationing the containers. Inti ahayama na wababa fako no wa clean ho nyinara na wazuko baby so ahwa ye kakra na wa clean ho wia na wazaba back. And the question is iyifi abra na ezikese mempe asam. One of our abra no obotu nregu na containers wa obotu egu fom. Eventually it doesn't end up solving the problem. Inti it's an issue or there yehwe ni ye papa. And that is why I like sanitation ambassadors and want some worry in terms of conscientizing people there. One more in the sanitation management issue. No, indeed you are right. We are not there yet, but I believe there. Nkakra you go to me do one managing sanitation issue.
I came across a communique in there politics is PY assembly when there is change of government. Political ibinum was the Mresha Honsa Oko Kajiji I just came across a communique there from the assembly that assembly members do na wash one kasa one baller do no one shadow but it seems ibinum I don't know how to put it one hour okay take over. I don't want to use certain words, but assemblyman, normally assemblyman order should. The communique said assemblyman for one ball.
Yeah.
But the people are okay assemblyman for now worship. They didn't adhere to what came from the assembly, what came from the MC. What happened to that letter?
That's it, and I'm very much privy to that particular letter because assembly decision I would take subcommittee on sanitation and no one can take that decision there. Every board the biara or electoral area biara should be managed by the assembly member or that was a clear unambiguous directive woman they will manage. Inti isha baby aboard the wo biara no or the assembly member no manage.
Yes. Unfortunately,
and I'll be very frank, unfortunately because of the political actors a woman into no. Some people feel there, and I keep repeating systemic failure.
That is it.
Yes,
exactly. That's my point.
Because previous administration say assembly member were electoral area A, no border were assembly member no do manage. But then, even when a political actors na no waji because or cash cow mobinum waji na one washer pay and down be good to ya sikaka kana za ye nazi. Inti ibin most feel there na enka no see no why then da no once war beje yenso yenze fiensem tidam na otida yenso ya aba na aba yenso yentumi yenye even with that no I don't have a big problem with it. The problem kasenyi how best they manage the area. Ibu ebosha na wa beje so ampa the yenye political actors but iboko hono na e why enkonkon there for some ben or what there wobeji fi an assembly member nsem na wakada war manage. Nti I will plead there going forward woman yenjay dam nzama no ma ba na wa badu nti odem minya access to this one ma ba na wa badu nti odem minya access to this one no yenjay ma institutions all run them all around. If you have challenges with it then we can appeal to the assembly member there on yenejuma. Other than that no we will continue on this tangent on money in any way. My banner about that we rush to take over certain things. Ordinarily, you should be in the hands of the right people already. Woman, it's a great concern and a worry. Oban the more why there you assembly nuclear enmity.
Exactly.
We send assembly no to me there one fine head the matter. But again, the usual politics, which I think they on board here now. I've had a couple of meetings. You refer some of these matters to the coordinating director, and some of them I refer to the executive committee of the assembly. They are still handling it and making sure the assembly members for the designated areas no. Yes. I'm sure if Otum will speed up worker, hopefully next week Nyame contractor will move to site now.
People are not happy.
Oh, yes, it's a developmental
they are not happy.
If you know you're happy, you're happy. As a statement, one over what that issue.
I'm a reason spiel, but according to one said the record said, baby, Oben Chrome where you're busy. Somebody was telling me a conjunction, at a baby, which your blocks now. And I baby will be a Sibabi or Honan, Sena Okes, Makatino or Honan, because they don't see anything there. But for Abra put the commenters, it's not far. But from Abra, busy place, Kotakraba the Kwakwan, it's far away. And I'm a boy. See, the location is proximity is very important.
I understand.
Or you 24 hours.
Yes.
And see, Mitabra, Mitamentasem, Mitsi Muriana, baby, I have to drive all the way to a conjunction.
But if the same argument, then somebody from a Equanosu will also have to drive the same way to Mentasem. I'm thinking there, what's accessibility?
Yes.
Because they share Equine Junction, I'm sure from Abra to Equine Junction wouldn't be much of a challenge. From Kotokraba to Equine Junction wouldn't be much of a challenge. It's very easy to get a car there, back at that place. Baby, now you don't know Equine inside. No. Or that junction or faster limited when I zero ben undo Holy Child School one. Akakakrama, there's formerly of Rodenpo. There's an FM station.
Okay, property,
formerly property, side from that faster limited, Roko. My request from RCC was about 13 acres, and they need about 6 acres for the project. So that honorable member of parliament for Cape Coast South, Ohia land for future development, na we tum so we nye before need development. Just asking kakra, ama say project be rebado. South related, I mean, MP project, not assembly project. MP project. We too so that is how they settled with it. Ebisa MC, Ebisa other people who would have loved at any point in time. And that's what the document in that show.
No, the document is Abra.
Exactly. So that is what that show there.
And the document was
no. It's a document in it gives room for change of site.
But says that there's not going to be any change of site.
Oh, what we proposed to him was Abra. But since we have settled that Ekwan.
Settled
that Ekwan.
So in this again, will be okay. No,
I'm making reference. Is it in their wisdom? When you mean that some of these things will come. Got a local government issue. Let them conduct interview. You know what's in there? The same thing here.
Really?
Yes, because of siting of places and all. Siting of these places now. Meaning someone's way to maybe on the cars was the same thing I was settled. Contract it makes room for some of these things here. Can I say? Sections. I
have Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice. What's the project Bia Oko Cape Coast South? Project Bia Oko Cape Coast South. I'm a Cape Coast North for Papa. Honorable MP, what's the brand of Bayano? Parliamentary recess,
yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure. But is he happy?
Honorable Dr. Mentanya.
Yes, Raga.
Well, no, me to Mankada he's happy or he's not happy.
Okay.
Because after yesterday or we have not had chance to talk to him. You know, he's aware of everything because MC friend on Yes, last week, ne Astroche Fury, your friend MC kono obafada obabon mo wetu. Yes, of MC kono obafada obotu mo abon we. So they communicate a lot. But sometimes leadership is ijaneba. No, that was so it was so homo kakra mo onko fun there in your meta foundation.
Okay.
But I don't think that he's having a challenge.
We'll speak to him. We'll speak to him.
It's a table of clauses now. Your possession of the site, access to the site, instructions, and dispute.
Okay.
Until they envisage there, sometimes because of local developmental issues, there's a way of resolving this. On your casting stone there, just because you provide a site, I'm a contractor and work at a site, change a site. If there are challenges with that particular site, it gives room for a change. Because we're racing against time, we needed to provide a site for the contractor. Acceptance letter, not the academic contract. And at no point, no OMC na adwunumu there or you contract a fee abra no za Cape Coast just because of the Cape Coast. It just happened there. We didn't get access to that particular place.
Okay. Still abra no wodo. And say abra no wo na odo was sinzi no wodo. That's my point.
No. American army there intimacy
dispute aba. Nti okra abron dispute by. Say we hear that the kajin contract.
Yes, you needed to provide a site not that kajin no contract.
With this particular one. And say what should no buy for
1 year for that remedy is provision has been made for in the contract. That's all but there are challenges with the site. And notwithstanding providing a site for it, you can refer to what current site na your way jumano.
Okay.
I wish there my can show.
So High Coastal TV, your own face, your own voice, 24-hour market and matters arising. Lead the home commander no pay. Ye try way aba aka saman ka kribina na nko abo. Yakoba yeba sum up end the conversation na yakọ joy news.
Conditions of contract now page 19. Oka access to sites, instructions, dispute. Into Oka makes provision dispute 24 section 1 IV 24 now. Oka if there are issues with the site, they can have a change. If there are issues with the site, they can have a change. It makes provision for it. That's why I make it there. We were racing against time. The contractor needs a site, not the kwaje contract. Into obviously in leave the contractor in a vacuum. You need to provide a place for the contractor. No way to makwaje no contract. No. But that notwithstanding, obanede baby eza amano kasa bia abohwa contract no makwane there was a anu make the contract invalid just because site A na mbemnint no why and site B no contract na invalid. No. Contract ni acquire volume they will not so far to make provision for the means the nyina. Other than that, in the initial site or the saddle say if by that time no contract and inside no contract na would have provided at the saddle. In the saddle anye ready nanka yeka afandan abra no abra would have been in the contract. Afandan at the saddle would have been in the contract but don't make an attack. Abra. The saddle would have been in the contract, but still you're being wabra. These are dynamics or contract in or there yet. So that is why Meze Bay, I could have decided to hide this. Meze Bay man today. At no point NMC in war it in Mupobi there. He's denying the northern part of development. Other than that, Joe Susumpo there at the saddle line you know. Young baby wabra na young fine.
And see quickly, young time in Europe. Ababa marketing.
Market no a complex market we hear 6 acres because of what goes into it. Into just briefly now mama very brief na yehu what it entails. That also will settle that argument and kofaka near an alpha market ho abedinta na young complete an alpha market na yes, and sika and Abanisi no this another market.
Yes.
These are Nyama Oboko the 24-hour market. 132 lockable shops. 132 lockable shops. 132 open sheds. 160 open pavement selling areas. 10 warehouses. lorry terminals for commercial vehicles. This is very important. The question I may be some confirmation there. An Afro market in space there here was a lorry terminal. Apart from that, lorry parks for large trucks. Into young lorry terminal for commercial vehicles, and then lorry park for large trucks. Meat shops 10. Environmental office. Market manager no office. Information center office. Parcel office with storage or marketing. Shower 24 units. Water closet 24. Cold store. Police post. Fire post. 6-bed clinic. Pharmacy. Refuse disposal and collection points. Food courts. Livestock bay. Baby obo kumbwa. Crèche. Over from Bofama 40. Women's Development Bank. Mall and now supermarkets. Restaurants. Barbering saloon. 6-bed hostel. Into the meaning or marketing. Into the argument is that whether there is space or enough for market to contain the meaning. Obviously, it cannot be.
It's an market or
good question. Into an market, Yamin Chazi MC.
You can forward this one for me.
Okay, an market, Yamin Chazi MC Yimpe is a home command. District Assembly Common Fund Administrator, Wajatum. And I learned today they've gotten a bank.
We do how many bare percentage are here?
I learned today from the technical assessment was about 80%.
So almost
you need about exactly.
Yeah.
But when the one source of funding no problem, it was under Coastal Development Authority. Since you code the new hobby, and you have to seek for a different funding for the completion. So code you rely on CODA to complete it, but that institution is no longer in existence. So you need to rely on a different I learned today a common fund appeal to a banker or finance and no two was a complete because it's very important. Baby, what another completion of that market is a master MCA to one among Wozi Hujuma. It will obviously be completed. I'm very sure this year we will see some development to an Afro market. Able to me akada was aka.
Okay. Yensho krum kakra yaka sanitation yaka market no asama na Afro market. What about lighting?
Me dasi. Lighting also no so yati de kakra. Bibia ya south lighting no one year be or not. And I will share with you also rehabilitation of street lights within the Cape Coast metropolis. Again, you see a government of Ghana initiative. Tinyamin Charles, the Cape Coast Metro, no young contractor, yen street light or fund prefos. I don't know a street light. So one in collaboration with the assembly, no, what share Cape Coast especially the main streets, baby challenges with the street lights. Now Otum will complete. In Asia, it is not only in Cape Coast South. In fact, Cape Coast North, your first rate, second rate, third rate, fourth rate, Abra to Academy, Abra Newtown Road, street lights, Adaso Street to Interbeton, Pedu Estate Junction to Interbeton, Pedu to Abra Jokwa Street, Ankafo Junction to Ankafo Township, Kakomodo, Esuechi, A4 to Sewin, Achem Employer Cape Coast na nonkeka. So
why na wo ba ya
very good. Nti ni nyinara ka contractor ni dwumeza already. The contractor is not finished. Okay. Eye te kase bi do na wo ye Cape Coast South mkotin. O share so Cape Coast South because of one reason. Right. Recently when they at this Saddle fund Augustine's for Wesley girls for who's one speech day. Okay. And in penyin for na wo baba no